Welcome to our weekly devotion. I'm here with my family, and this week matters. In so many ways, God is speaking to us this week. In times of uncertainty, we look for hope. We want to know what God's saying in us and to our lives. If only there was something to cling to. If only there was someone to bridge the gap between us and God, someone to bring order out of the chaos. This week, we remember the last week of Jesus' life. That week mattered. This week matters. This was the week in human history where God proved his power over life and death. Today, we're going to focus on Jesus' prediction of his death, found in John chapter 12.
Some Greeks who had come to Jerusalem for the Passover celebration paid a visit to Philip, who was from Bethsaida in Galilee. They said, "Sir, we want to meet Jesus." Philip told Andrew about it, and they went together to ask Jesus. Jesus replied, "Now the time has come for the Son of Man to enter into his glory. I tell you the truth, unless a kernel of wheat is planted in the soil and dies, it remains alone. But its death will produce many new kernels, a plentiful harvest of new lives. Those who love their life in this world will lose it. Those who care nothing for their life in this world will keep it for eternity. Anyone who wants to be my disciple must follow me, because my servants must be where I am, and the Father will honor anyone who serves me. Now my soul is deeply troubled. Should I pray, 'Father, save me from this hour'? But this is the very reason I came. 'Father, bring glory to your name.' Then a voice spoke from heaven, saying, 'I have already brought glory to my name, and I will do so again.' When the crowd heard the voice, some thought it was thunder, while others declared an angel had spoken to him. Then Jesus told them, 'The voice was for your benefit, not mine. The time for judging this world has come, when Satan, the ruler of this world, will be cast out, and when I am lifted up from the earth. I will draw everyone to myself.' He said this to indicate how he was going to die."
Good. Sorry, I'm cutting you off. So, first question: Palm Festival. They were. This is during the festivals of Palms that Jesus, for the third time, predicts his death. What is your favorite? Just an easy question to begin with. What is your favorite parade or festival or gathering that we do as a family?
Mine is the pool party that we do. It's at our aunt's house, and it's just with all our family, and we kind of get together once a year. It's a great time.
And we launch you into the air.
Yes.
Okay.
Throw me into the air, into the pool.
Cool.
I have a lot, but I guess what's on my mind right now is when we would do Easter bingo with our family and have not only my immediate family over, but some extended family, and play a game together on Easter and just celebrate the day and kind of get back in touch with everybody and relax and enjoy hanging out together.
Yeah, my favorite is probably the homecoming parade, because it's really fun and you get to see all the stuff that's going to happen, and then you get a lot of candy, so it's really fun.
That's the one I was thinking of, was the Easter parade, because it's something we have to do every year, and it's about the candy. And then there's a Christmas one too that we do in downtown Joliet. But we have a couple of different festivals that would have been a lot like Palm Sunday that we do. What were you gonna say?
But yeah, there's a lot of parades we go to, for holidays.
Yeah.
We celebrate.
And one of the other things that I'm kind of mindful of now in this season is that we do family walks together. We'll walk around the pond with the dog. Sometimes in the evening when I walk the dog, I pray for all the houses, my neighbors, as we pass by. And that's something I'm going to encourage you to do later as we think about this devotion. All right, we'll go a little bit deeper. John chapter 12, it starts with Mary anointing Jesus' feet. Then it goes to Palm Sunday, and then it goes to this prediction of his death. If you were one of Jesus' best friends, do you think you would have been able to soak in what Jesus was saying here? He's saying, this is going to be your last week with me. Do you think you would have been able to understand that or grasp that or embrace, try and get as much time with Jesus as you could in that last week?
Probably, because I knew it would be important and a huge part of history. And I just knew I needed to.
Well, you know that now, but
No, but like all the stuff he's done and stuff.
Because he's always been predicting it, and he's
And
been setting us up for this,
I
right?
just feel like I would be able to, because I don't know, losing him, it would just make me like think of all the memories, and I wouldn't be able to grasp onto it.
Good. That's awesome. What you guys?
I don't know. It seems like because we know the full story that I think we would, but the reality is if I look at like my own life right now and the uncertainty that's in front of us right now and all the things we don't know that could happen a week from now, what do we try and hold on to this week? We have no idea, because it could be loved ones getting sick. It could be lives changing through job changes or whatever's coming our way in the next week or next month, and we don't know. And so it's easy to look at something that's already happened and think, oh, I should have taken that opportunity differently. But right now, everything that comes by, we don't know what is going to happen even a few hours from now. So it would be hard to grasp that in the moment, I think.
Yeah, I'm with Mom.
Yeah. I invite you guys to take some time after this devotion to talk about that as a family. What would you be ready to think about to embrace that last moment with somebody if you knew that that was going to come? The real question is, would the disciples have done anything different had they been able to fully soak it in? Maybe they would have, maybe they wouldn't have. Really, they embraced their life with Jesus, and they lived it however they could. I love to see how the church and neighborhoods are responding to stay-at-home orders and social distancing. We'd have who would have thought that at the beginning of this 3-4 weeks ago that you would be putting teddy bears in your window, or hearts, or messages to your neighbors, or sidewalk chalk messages of love to your neighbors, or video chat scavenger hunts with your grandparents. And yet that's kind of become the new norm. We're all getting really good at communicating with our neighbors in that way. So this week it does matter. It's not so much about if you're really ready for this week, but how you respond to what God is doing in your life. I'm excited to see how God is going to speak his love to you and to your family this week. We invite you to pray this day for your neighbors. Find a way to interact with them. What would a scavenger hunt? We put a scavenger hunt in your church in a bag, a little scavenger hunt that you guys can do as a family, or maybe you call up Grandma and Grandpa and do that with them. What would a scavenger hunt over the fence with the neighbor kids look like? What if you, as older kids or as parents, ask the little kids in your neighborhood to hey, go find me this, or go find me something that starts with A or B, or just different ways that you can interact that don't involve, that can be done 6 feet apart. And I invite you this afternoon or tonight to walk and pray as a family, do a family walk around your neighborhood and pray for each house as you go by. You know who some of those people are. And even if you don't know who they are, just say, God bless the people in that house. Thanks for joining us for this family devotional, and I invite you to be back. We're going to do this all week long at 9:30. We'll post something on the Messiah website. God bless you guys. You guys want to say? Thanks for saying anything.
Bye.
Bye.